Dr. Randy Chavez.
Rob Lowe.
Fiji Barbosa.
Hey everybody, my name's Mark. Welcome to Mile High Church. Thank you so much for being with us this weekend, especially if you're new. Our vision, Oneness Revealed, a world of love, peace, and abundance for all. And our mission, to serve as a spiritual beacon for personal empowerment and global enlightenment. Before we get started today, we wanted to give you a look at a few things coming up for you and your family around Mile High Church. Celebrate World Interfaith Harmony Day by walking our labyrinth today. Today! Let's honor this UN-recognized week dedicated to compassion, peace, and understanding among faiths. And we have 2 great classes starting Thursday, February 19th. Revolutionary Love with Casey Fight. Explore spiritual practices of revolutionary love in this in-person 6-week class. Cultivate empathy, resilience, and courageous compassion. Living Untethered with Jackie Harris. This 5-week class helps you release what binds you and live with greater freedom and clarity. Take this class in person or online.
So is it better to give or to receive? I am leading a workshop here at Mile High Church on Sunday, February 15th at 11:30, right after services. It's on a love offering basis, and my answer to that question may reveal itself in the title of my workshop, which is The True Power of Receivership. If you struggle with receiving things in life, receiving gifts, receiving compliments, receiving help and support, it might be a way that you are blocking the good of the universe. Putting up your hand and saying no. Please join me for this workshop. I look forward to seeing you there.
For more information about anything you've heard today, stop by the event center or connect with us online at milehighchurch.org.
Well, good morning, Mile High Church family. Let's sing together and know this. I am a light. I am a light. Here we go. I am a light. I am a light. I am a light. I am a light. In this world. In this world. In this world. I am a light. I am a light. I am a light. I am a light. In this world. This world. In this world. This world. This is the place. This is the time. Let it shine. Let it shine. I see the joy. I see the joy. In this world. In this world. I see the joy. I see the joy. In this world. In this world. This is the place. This is the time. Let it shine. Let it shine. Woo! Live in love every day. 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 I'm living love every day. Spreading peace along the way. Spreading peace along the way. Right time, right place. Live in love every day. We are the light. 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 In this world. In this world. We are the light. Yeah. We are the light. In this world. In this world. This is the place. This is the time. Let it shine. Let it shine. This is the place. This is the time. Oh, let it shine. Let it shine. This is the place. This is the time. Let it shine. Let it shine.
Laura Berman, thank you so much. Stephanie, Randy, Rob, Bijou, Josh back on the drums. Good to see you, my friend. I haven't gotten to hug you yet or anything.
Love you, baby.
All right, okay, let's go into prayer. There's something really special that all of us do every week here at Mile High Church, and that is that we are all here to help one another remember that we are expressions of something sacred and spiritually magnificent. That if any time during your week someone or something somehow informed you that you were anything less than a precious divine creation of spirit and divinity, we are here to remind you that that is not the truth of who you are. Our work, however, is now we have to act like it. And as we begin to open up to being that divine expression, it reveals itself in every area of our lives. So thank you for participating in this shared sacrament that we do together each week. Very much looking forward to our service today. And to begin, I want to light our memorial candle in honor of three incredible lives. The first is in honor of Fred Naki, who is my new best friend. I got to spend some time with Fred and his beautiful wife, Charlotte, in hospice, and we got to know each other so well. And Charlotte, what I learned from Fred is how much he loved you and your daughters. And I am knowing that love is something that does not end, that it continues. The second person we're honoring is Laverne Franzen. He and his wife, Bev, watched us weekly from their home in Texas, and we honor his love, his light, his impact on all of those who he loved in the world. We use that word transition to recognize that someone has moved beyond their body and their soul, but we also recognize that they have died. And the partners especially of these people, their hearts are broken, and our hearts break with you, and we uplift you as well. And lastly, Ron Dahl, a regular attendee of our 8 a.m. service with his beautiful wife, Susan, part of our High Pointers small group. 3 incredible men who I know, even though their body could contain their spirit no longer, continues to express itself in divine love. And may our hearts be present with those incredible family members who are missing them so much right now as we light our memorial candle. So just knowing, please know with me, that we are complicated and advanced enough beings to honor both the broken heart and the immense gratitude and the immense sense of love that I know is the truth of these 3 incredible beings and the truth of everyone who loves them. Love being that eternal thing that binds us forever. I know it continues to express itself in wonderful ways. I am so thankful, God, for these lives. Amen.
Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and the grace. I can hear the brush of angel wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place. Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and the grace. I can hear the brush of angel wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place.
So it's in this space of the presence, this space of reigniting the flame within ourselves that we reunite with the all flame, the eternal flame of life that has been ever giving for eternity. We take this moment to breathe into this knowingness, to feel in our systems, our beingness, our entire soul, the spaciousness of this entire universe. To take in the grandeur of all that Spirit is in the many, many facets of manifestation that it takes form in. And it's in this space that we breathe again and recognize the truth of ourselves right where we are, that each one of us is an incarnation, a beautiful incarnation of spirit, made manifest, made whole as this human form of me and you and all of us collectively. With this recognition we feel in our systems, we recognize the divine truth of ever-abundant comfort, that place of us that feels the depths of peace, that walks the labyrinth of our own heart, recognizing more and more truth that comes forward so that we can reflect this out to the world, and it again reflects back to us. The space of us that knows that there is indeed an absolute abundance that is available to each and every one of us, that this planet has been nourishing and nurturing each one of us for millennia. It's here in this place that we recognize the absolute kindness of each humankind, the human soul that knows and remembers. Absolute kindness with love, and that love is what shines forth now, radiating its way in all the ways that we say yes, and all the ways that the universe says yes back to us. And so we say yes to life. We say yes to more abundant living, more prosperity. We say yes to the consciousness that we can get along and be friends, be neighbors and be neighborly. And it's with great joy that we claim these virtues and that we let this shine forth from Mile High Church, from each one of us into the world this day. We have great gratitude for this knowingness, for this absolute sureness. And it's in this place that I simply hand it over into the palms of the all-loving Spirit, knowing that it is tendered, carried forth, and made manifest. And I simply allow it to be done by declaring it as such and saying together, and so it is.
We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change, alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now. What a time to be alive. In this great turning, we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning, we shall learn to lead in love. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change, alive from deep within the earth. It is turning, we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning, we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning, we shall learn to lead in love.
Our words of inspiration today come from Adya Shanti. Each of our lives is a kind of spiritual laboratory in which we test the teachings we encounter in the fire of our own experience. Ultimately, what matters are not the truths other people tell us or the practices that we are able to mimic, but the spiritual discoveries we make through personal investigation. And Joseph Campbell shares, opportunities to find deeper powers within ourselves come when life seems most challenging.
This is where the walls gave way. This is demolition day. All the debris and all this dust, what is left of what once was, sorting through what goes and what should stay. Every stone I laid for you, as if you had asked me to. A monument to holy things, empty talk and circling. Isn't that what we're supposed to do? What happens now when all I've made is torn down? What happens next when all of you is all that's left? This is the unmaking, beauty in the breaking. Had to lose myself to find out who you are. Before each beginning, there must be an ending. Sitting in the rubble, I can see the stars. This is the unmaking. This is the unmaking. The longer that we hold, the tighter only makes it harder to let go. But love will not stay locked inside a steeple or a tower high. Only when we're broken are we whole. What happens now when all I've made is torn down? This is the unmaking, beauty in the breaking. Had to lose myself to find out who you are. Before
Thank you, Laura Berman, and this incredible Mile High band. Stephanie, so wonderful to have you with us this morning. What a great team. Special shout out to everyone who brought diapers, toilet paper, toiletries, all of that kind of stuff. The crew will be here for a little while, and you can go to King Soopers and get some if you're feeling guilty. Hopefully not during my talk, but hey, you may have noticed Mile High Church is so incredibly blessed because your incredible consciousness has demonstrated a new minister on our ministerial team, and his name is Reverend Rama Newton.
Thank you.
This church has been so blessed by so many different ministers. I see two in the room. I see Barry there. I see Patty there. It's a wonderful legacy to get to be a part of. And Rama, many of us know he served as our production director, and he will continue to. But what I want you to hear today, Rama, is you will be a transformational minister at Mile High Church. You are grounded. You are dynamic. You are a presence for healing and for deeper understanding. And the impact that you will have here as a minister, as big as an impact as you've already had, it's not even going to compare. We are so blessed to have you as a part of our ministerial team here as an assistant minister. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you so very much. You know, it's gratitude that I stand here in, just the deepest of gratitude. And it's really, really surreal to be standing here as a minister today. I've been here for a decade. This weekend marks 10 years of service on staff. And thank you. You know, my mind is always with the details and production, and it doesn't even leave when I'm sitting on stage, but my heart and my soul are right with you as a minister, and I'm just so grateful. And my beautiful family has joined me up here, and I just am so deeply grateful, especially for my wife, Melissa, and all the ways that you have supported me and uplifted me. In 2009, you brought me to this church, and that's where it all started, and I got to follow you on your path to practitioner, and through all those classes and workshops together is where I heard that inkling, that little voice that said ministry at some point. And to have your support this whole way through and holding me accountable in all the ways that you do, just deep, grateful gratitude to you. And to my family, my boys, Zimri and Zayden, for always being there and just going through the pains and the sacrifices of what it takes to do this. So thank you, thank you, thank you for allowing me to be here.
So in addition to welcoming you this way, we're going to do a little celebration that's generally called an anointing. And anointing is an ancient tradition that has been used in sacred ritual and ceremony to anoint a holy one into a space. And we're going to do that process today. However, it's with this beautiful oil Josh gave me. I've been carrying it around here all day. It's been absorbing the Mile High energy. We like to call it the Mile High magic, right? And so it's been absorbing that out in the lobby and all in the green. There's a lot of magic in the green room, but don't tell anybody, right? And all sorts of energies here. And while I'm doing this ritual with you, what I acknowledge and celebrate within you is that you've already anointed yourself with your yes. Saying yes to this call to ministry is anointing in and of itself. And so I do this ceremony as an acknowledgement of what is already so within you. And so we begin with your heart. And I invite you to place your attention upon your heart and recognize and honor that beautiful, compassionate heart that you have. And it is the heart of God. And it is the heart that shall serve you and support you and uplift you through all of your times in life and in ministry. And then I call your attention to your forehead, and that's where I'm going to place this holy oil, this blessed oil, as an acknowledgement of you seeing the truth in yourself and in every person that you come across and in everything you are and everything you do in ministry. And lastly, your throat. This energy where you speak. The power of ministry is the ability to speak the truth and remind people of who they are. And so I acknowledge that that power runs through your beautiful voice, too. Welcome to ministry and to Mile High Church. I love you, Rama.
Thank you all. Thank you, thank you. It's truly an honor to be here. I look forward to sharing all that I am as I receive all that you are, classes and workshops, and really getting to know each one of you on a one-to-one basis as much as I possibly can. Thank you.
Aw, I'm glad that Michelle blessed the oil because I just got it from Amazon. So it was just, I'm going to have some spirit in there. Our message today, how to change your life forever today. How to change your life forever today. And what I want you to know is that there's not some big sweeping choice that you need to make to change your life forever today. It's actually just a little choice that you are called to make over and over and over again. It's the choice to choose self-love over self-beratement, to choose trust instead of fear, to choose to see the world as it is and not as you worry it might be. And if you make these little choices again and again, you will prepare your life for the demonstration of that spiritual magnificence we were speaking to earlier. Something I love about this teaching is that we wholeheartedly believe in a God presence that can perform miracles in your life. Not only do we believe in a God presence that can perform miracles in your life, we believe this presence is actively seeking to produce them in your life. You don't have to beg for them or beseech them. You simply need to do the little things that allow that miracle to demonstrate for you. And you want to know some other great news about these miracles? You don't have to perform them yourself. The divine will do it for you. Take care of those little things, and the magnificence of Spirit will demonstrate itself in your life in harmonious and incredible ways. Do you believe that? I believe that for each and every one of us here. This is the great blessing of this life. If we cannot just theorize about being expressions of the divine, but actually act as if it were so and embody that, and to know that blesses our life, but it pleases the divine within us in incredible ways as well. Ernest Holmes, our founder, taught what he called spiritual mind treatment, and it's our form of affirmative prayer. And he said that there are two types of spiritual mind treatment. The first he called argumentative. It's not about being mean to yourself, but it's when you're doing your prayer work, it's where you logically come to the conclusion about the spiritual truth of your life and who you are. I know, God, that Patrick is hurting right now, that he is in deep pain and in a deep sense of separation from someone that he loves. But I know that the truth of Patrick is that his very being is love. That even beyond the seeming fractured relationship that he is in, that there is a love that bonds them. And I affirm and know right now that that love is manifesting itself in his and in their life right here and right now. And so it is. Amen. That's an argumentative prayer. We get ourselves to the conclusion. The other kind of spiritual mind treatment he called realization. And that's where you just get it. Patrick is a divine expression of an incredible, passionate, amazing love right here and right now, baby. But ow. It just is. Miracles can happen suddenly in our life. We can be grabbed by grace in the most amazing ways. That realization can just happen. But most of the time, it's this argumentative style. We have to consistently remind ourselves and lead ourselves to the conclusion that we are one with a power greater than we are and allow it to work in our lives. We are not here to overcome God. We are to overcome the perceived limitations within ourselves so that this source can demonstrate for us. Changing your life forever today has nothing to do with changing anything outside of yourself. It has everything to do with what's in here, with what's within you. As Eric Butterworth put it, things may happen around you and things may happen to you, but the only things that matter are the things that happen in you. When we can't know this truth about ourselves, that's where your spiritual community comes in. That's what our practitioners are for. That's what I'm here for you. That's what your neighbor is here for, to remember that truth of you no matter what. And we are called to at least have that willingness to be open to those miracles happening in our lives. Ernest Holmes had a practitioner. Her name was Vitura Papke. And there's a story about Vitura Papke that she went to go and pray for a gentleman who was in the hospital. And she walked into his hospital room, and she immediately turned around and walked out of the room. And someone said, "What's wrong?" And she replied, "I thought I saw a sick person." I don't think that Vitura Papke was so naive as to not think that the gentleman was suffering an illness. If not, we have an issue where hospitals are kidnapping healthy people. But as a practitioner, she knew that her duty was to behold the spiritual magnificence of the health and well-being of this individual. And she missed it. So she turned around, got herself centered, and went back in. This is what all of us can do in our everyday lives. You walk into your bedroom and there's your husband sitting on the bed. You turn around, you walk outside and you say, "Oh, I thought I saw him for his past behavior. Let me go back in and see him for who he is right now." Your teenager abuses the car privilege. You go into their room to talk to them about it. You turn around, you walk outside, and you say, "Oh, I thought I saw a bad kid. Let me remember to see a good kid who made a mistake," and go back inside. You go in the bathroom and you look in the mirror. You walk outside and you say, "Wait a minute, I thought I saw an unworthy person. Let me go back in that mirror and remind me of how beautiful and love-worthy and magnificent that I am." There's this power. It's always working in, through, and around us, but it needs us to work it. We have to work on opening ourselves up for it to demonstrate in our lives in incredible ways. And I want to share 3 slight but important shifts that you can make to change your life forever today. The first is to make the shift from victim to creator. Make the shift from victim to creator. I have maybe a unique approach to this, in that I cannot look at any of you and tell you that you're not a victim. Who am I to pretend like I know what you've been through? I have no idea what you've been through. What I know is true in every one of us here and everyone watching online, is that there's no one here who hasn't been victimized, who hasn't had their dignity stepped on, who hasn't been properly seen, who has been mistreated because something was deemed as wrong or abnormal about them, who hasn't experienced at some level a breaking of trust or a betrayal. I am so sorry. I am so very, very sorry. But I want you to remember what Carl Jung said. He said, "I am not what happens to me. I am who I choose to become." And I want you to remember what Aldous Huxley said. He said, "Experience is not what happens to you, it's what you do with what happens to you." And I want you to remember what Mary Oliver said. She said, "Never, ever allow someone else to be responsible for your life." When we're in that consciousness of victimhood, it doesn't mean we haven't been victimized. It means that we can't co-create with Source to bring about those greater miracles in our lives. We have to get back to responsible co-creator. That being said, I have learned in my life that the on-ramp to greater knowing happens on the road of experience. And if I can't acknowledge my experience of being victimized, there's no authentic way of getting to that higher knowing. You ever been slightly attacked for having a pity party? I say embrace it. I want to encourage each and every one of us today to throw our own pity party. And being a spiritual leader here, I'm gonna go first. And I want to cordially invite you this morning to Josh's pity party. Do you want to come? I even have invitations. Josh, in honor of all the god-awful experiences he had in 2025, cordially invites you to his pity party, celebrating losses, failures, mistakes, and all that is insufferable. Do you want to hear a little bit about the activities that are going to take place at this pity party? We're going to karaoke to sad country music. I have reserved for myself Gordon Lightfoot's "If You Could Read My Mind." You remember, "If you could read my mind, girl, what a story my thought." Yeah, it's going to be great. We're going to play Pin the Tail on the X. There's going to be a piñata shaped like an ex-supervisor of mine. We'll have laptops and news clippings all over the tables that talk about all the terrible news events of the year, just in case you've forgotten. They will be there to be reminded. We'll have a bitter meal where whatever you order is returned to you incorrectly and not to your specifications. And gifts are, of course, expected, but most importantly, please remember, it is my party and I can cry if I want to. So, you don't have to have the party. It can be a ritual. It can be a little ceremony. But I invite you to see where you have been hurt, to see where you have felt broken, and to meet yourself there with an incredible amount of love. But here's the thing, when the party's over, it's time to move on. When the ceremony is complete, it's time to move forward. When the ritual is accomplished, own that consciousness. You cannot step into initiating your next highest and next if you are straddling on to what is over. We move into that consciousness of responsibility, which doesn't mean it's your fault that any bad thing happened. It just means that you have the capability of responding positively to anything that happens to you. We step into that place of creative responsibility when we reclaim our virtue. When something bad happens to me, I don't know about to you, I lose my virtues. You can reclaim your honesty, reclaim your integrity, reclaim your sincerity. And next, you open your heart. You open your heart big, and you develop and embody a new level of honesty, transparency, and openness. Lastly, you realize that that person who hurt you is not your higher power. That bad thing that happened is not your higher power. That there's a power for good in this universe greater than you are, and you can use it, and guess what? It can use you too, to produce well-being, wholeness, abundance, happiness. Something, if this is a big one for you, to practice each day. At the end of the day, think to yourself, is there something that happened in my experience today that I'm unhappy about? Acknowledge yourself in that unhappiness. But then ask yourself, what is an experience I want to create tomorrow? And get started on just that. Move from victim to creator. The victim to creator is the internal shift I'm inviting us to work on and make. It's a long time process. It's an everyday practice. This next one is more external. It's more relational. And it's to move from niceness to kindness. To move from niceness to kindness. My therapist keeps telling me this. Josh, I want you to be more kind and less nice. And this is how I interpret what it means. To be kind is to do what I was just talking about. It's to embody your virtue, but it's also to be committed to a newfound level of authenticity where you recognize that your truth is important and valuable. And so you're not afraid to speak it. To be nice, at least in Josh's experience, is to placate to other people. It's to hide my sincerity, to try and make someone happy. It is to not always tell the truth because I think it will please you if I put this mask on and act a certain way. Am I the only one with this issue? Okay, thanks. It's good to not feel alone. So imagine you're at the supermarket, and your basket has some groceries in it, and the person behind you says, excuse me, I have less items than you, and I'm in a real hurry. Can I cut in front of you? And you look at their basket, and maybe they have a couple less things than you do, and you're pretty sure you have somewhere to be too. If you're just embracing that niceness, it says, sure, go ahead. I don't want to hurt your feelings. I don't want to create any conflict. Would you like these boundaries you just crossed over? And it's really fun if you're spiritual, because you can try and talk yourself into it, okay? I'm such a spiritual being. There is no time. I am in no hurry. It's all about the love. Go ahead. There's another reaction, which has to do for those of us who sometimes sacrifice our own needs in the desire to support and placate others, which is absolute triggered rage that you've been holding on. So watch out, person behind us. But then there's the kind response, which considers the request, takes a deep breath, and with a big smile says, I'm sorry, that won't work for me. You know, it's one thing when it's somebody in the grocery store. It's another thing when it's someone you love and care for very much, who perhaps you think you've been supporting by placating and being nice to them, but really isn't served by that. And maybe if we had the courage to be kind, but to speak our truth and communicate our own needs, it might not just help us feel better, but help them live a better life too. Move from niceness to kindness. Victim to creator is the internal shift. Niceness to kindness, that external shift. And lastly, this morning, I want to talk about a communal shift. And it involves something like this: moving from advocate to champion. Moving from advocate to champion. Anyone here happy with the consciousness in our country right now? There might be some yeses. There's a lot of divisive energy out there, a lot of manifestation of a polarity consciousness that's causing ridiculous things to take place in our country. And it hurts my heart because I love my country so much, and all the people who have lived and died for its promise and its prayer. And one of those things that I think needs to shift is to recognize that it is up to each of us to champion the voices that we want to see more prominent in the directing and leadership and running of our country. Because those are sometimes the voices I'm not hearing at all. And one of the approaches that we can take to that is, instead of advocating, I know there's advocates, I know this is not the best word, so please forgive me. If we're not careful, we can see groups of people as victims, as opposed to important voices and spirits that our country needs to grow and to expand and to lead. It's one thing to fight for voices that we think need to be on the table, that aren't included in it. It's another thing to fight for the influence those voices can have for everybody at the table. That makes our community better, that makes our country better, that makes our lives better. I would argue that our children don't need advocates, they need champions. That the disenfranchised don't need advocates, they need champions. That this environment and this earth we live in doesn't need advocates, it needs more champions. That peace needs less advocates, it needs more champions. And I know I'm just asking advocates to bring a championship layer to what you're doing, because you're all working so hard and we are all here to be enlightened citizens. But to step into that in a greater way, where we're doing what Ernest Holmes modeled for us when he gave us the phrase, be for something and against nothing. In his famous Sermon by the Sea, one of the last sermons he gave at the Asilomar Conference grounds, he said, find me one person who is for something and against nothing, who is redeemed enough not to condemn others out of the burden of his soul, and I will find another Savior, another Jesus, and an exalted human being. And so the final question to ask ourselves on a regular basis here is, what is that which I want to champion in my community. It could be in your church. It could be in your town halls. It could be in your country. And think of how you can do that in a way that celebrates their voices. What does it mean to want to champion immigrants in our country, documented and undocumented, in a way that celebrates the gifts that they bring to our country, without opposing or being against anyone? What does it mean to be for the Second Amendment and to celebrate its influence on who we are as a democracy, without being against anybody else? What does it mean to be for those voices that we see disenfranchised? What does it mean to stand up and champion Black genius, female leadership, trans liberation? What does it mean to champion financial pragmatism? We can do all of these things without needing to be against anybody. And guess what? People might listen a little better to us. And we might make a significant difference if we do. Move from victim to creator. That's the internal shift. Move from niceness, I know we're all nice here, to kindness. That's the external shift. And as we're continuing to seek to be enlightened citizens in our communities and in this country, let's hold that higher consciousness and seek to bring everybody we can along with us without needing to push anybody down. If we can do that, just like Holmes said, you will find yourself being a master teacher in so many different ways. So moving into prayer this morning, I invite any of our beautiful prayer partners, our practitioners, to stand and join me in prayer. They are here and available to pray with you after service today. There is a miracle. The miracle is life itself. The miracle is the divine itself. The miracle is you yourself. And all each of us is called to do is to simply get out of the way, to remove what Emerson called that bloated nothingness, to let go of the judgments and the so-called distractions, to come present right here, a transparent heart, a transparent mind, to recognize the role the sacred is in our hearts and in our lives, in our relationships and in our well-being. Simply affirming for each and every one of us who chooses to accept it today, I am open to the divine presence. I need not control it. I simply need to allow it to reveal itself in every area of my life. Not just those grand and great areas, but in the little everyday task. Not just in those places where I'm feeling good, but in those places where I've perhaps isolated myself in hurt and pain. Simply allowing this divine presence to do its thing, we become more and more aware of what it is and allow it to work and to benefit and uplift our lives in incredible ways. Allowing this good to be, affirming and celebrating in its becoming. We know it is, right here and now, and so it is. Amen.
It is time now. It is time that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well, yeah. It is time now. What a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning, we shall learn to lead in love. Oh, lead in love.
Thank you, Laura. Rama Newton, behind the scenes here, has been a wonderful champion for our deaf and hard of hearing community, and it was only right that you honor some of our incredible interpreters today who've been serving in so many for so long here, and we're so grateful for them.
Thank you, Josh. You know, we have this awesome opportunity in this moment. Of course, my wife is here to support me, and my good friend Katie is here to support me this day. And then Kaylee, our other interpreter who's actually working today. This is one of the rare times we have all three of our American Sign Language facilitators in the room at the same time. And we wanted to just acknowledge them in this time that we honor the gifts that people give and how that we receive. We get the gift of you all each weekend. Melissa has been doing this for over 20 years at Mile High Church. Yeah. And Katie's been here for 9.5 years. And Kaylee has been here for like 4.5 years. And so we just acknowledge the gifts that you give to each of us every Sunday, really making Mile High Church accessible to the deaf and hard of hearing community in all the ways that we do that. It's just amazing. And I know that even us hearing folks take in so much by having you on our stage and sharing your gifts in the ways that you do. There's often no better way for me to see the divine than to watch the Spirit move through each one of you as you're up here giving us sign language in the beautiful ways that you do it. So thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you do. Hey, and to that deaf, hard of hearing community that's out there, if you're not in the room but you live nearby, come say hi to us. We would love to see you in this room as well.
Thank you, Rama. Thank you for all that you do to financially support Mile High Church. We are so very, very grateful. Thank you for helping us to have interpreters. Thank you for helping us to have new ministers here at Mile High Church. All of your funding and giving is just extraordinary, and we are so incredibly grateful. While you're here, Rama, why don't you lead us in our offering affirmation?
You bet. I've said this once or twice. So hands on your heart, metaphysically or physically holding the gift that you give, we say together, divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. And so it is.
Congratulations, Rev Rama. What a good morning, huh? This is a song about gratitude. Feel it in the air today. So I hope you'll sing with us. Yeah. Na 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 na. You've been so kind and generous.
Hey, thank you, Laura. What a gift. What a gift you are. Hey, in the spirit of saying thank you, I neglected to pass out these flowers. I want to say thank you to Carrie Finnegan, who's running camera 3, who brought flowers for our sign language facilitators. It's so sweet of you. Thank you. Hey, if it's your first time here or relatively close to your first time here and you're ready to meet us, we want to meet you. We're in the Welcome Center in the center of the lobby, and we just invite you to come say hi to us when it works for you. We look forward to meeting you.
He's smooth, isn't he? Yeah. But we're so grateful to have him. Hey, Reverend Casey, we have 2 great classes coming up in February. One is being led by Reverend Casey. Will you tell us about it?
Yeah, welcome. My class is called The Spiritual Practices of Revolutionary Love. I'd love for you to join us. We're going to talk about how to more deeply love ourselves, those we struggle with, and everyone, essentially. So we'll be engaging in active listening, experiencing all the emotions, rage, grief, joy, and how you can take care of yourself during these challenging times.
Thank you so much, Reverend Casey, who will also be facilitating our Healing Light service at 5 p.m. tonight. So you have the choice between chips and commercials or meditative, prayerful, beautiful service. Reverend Jackie, you're teaching a wonderful class called Living Untethered.
It's all based on the work of Michael Singer, who is a wonderful Buddhist teacher who I encourage you to take some time to learn about. This is about freedom, and that freedom is the freedom of releasing your mind. You know that noise that goes on up there? It's to release your mind, release your stress, and there'll be all kinds of wonderful strategies and practices for you. And it is online and in person.
That's wonderful. And for as good as the content is, it's the teacher that I think is really incredible. And so grateful for the teaching environment that Reverend Jackie creates. This is Mark Pino, who is the executive director of our Mile High Foundation. Are our Mile High board members here too? If you are, will you just raise your hand? We're so grateful for all of your service to us. Mark is going to be at a table in the lobby where you can hear about incredible ways that you can support Mile High Church and ensure our long-term future. Thank you, Mark, for all the great work you do. With that, let's stand and say a benediction. Repeat after me. If you choose, something wonderful is happening to me right now. It is this thing called life. Life is in my mind, my body, and all that I do. I give thanks for it, and I accept it. Just the way that it is, and just the way that it is not. Thank you, life.